Hi, welcome back to Cold Iron's Kitchen. I'm Wade. It's summer. The calendar said so. So we're going to do a nice summer dish. A nice cold gazpacho. Gazpacho is a cucumber and tomato soup, served cold. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to peel our tomatoes. Down here I've got a pot of boiling water, to which I'm going to add a generous pinch of salt. Now to peel a tomato, you got to put a little score in the bottom, right, just like that. Now I use the Roma tomatoes. I like the hardiness of them. A little deep on the score there. Hey, don't put your fingers in the water, Wade. Okay, and they only have to be in here for a couple minutes. So while those little guys are doing their thing, we'll go over the rest of the ingredients. On the board here you'll see we have, that's a pound of tomatoes in there. We got a half a pound of cucumber, a couple cloves of garlic, a shallot, a yellow pepper, and basil. All good stuff. So what we're going to do, I'll go ahead and chop up the cucumber. It doesn't have to be chopped fine because everything's going in a blender. Now if you don't have a blender, food processor works. If you don't have a food processor, get one. Because it's one of the handiest devices you can have in your kitchen. And just a nice rough chop on these. And we'll put them in their final resting place here. A blender. Such a quick dish to make. Takes about 10 minutes to put it together, really. And the cucumber is going to add a whole lot of moisture to it. So it's going to be a nice soup thing. And those things are certainly pretty good. Now blanching it is a two-step method. First, you get it hot, but you don't want to cook it. You just want to get it all nice and warmed. And then you dump them in an ice water bath, just like that. Now, on the pepper in this, I'm going to use a half of a yellow. Now, you can use a yellow, you can use an orange, you can use a red. Don't use the green. That's bad juju. Hi, we're back. The camera person had a little problem with the cough, so we had to cut out. Now I've put the basil in here, I've put the pepper in here, and now I'm chopping up a shallot. What a shallot is, it's kind of a cross between garlic and onion. It's got good flavor and aroma. But 2 garlic cloves, you don't want to use 2. Now, while those things are still soaking there, I'm going to pulse this real quick. Yeah, I think I'm going to need the tomato juice in there to make this thing go. Alrighty. Let's see how these things are looking. I think they're looking pretty good. You know, and this is the same method you use when you're making tomato soup from scratch. We'll get to that one of these days. But you pop them in cold water, shocks the system. You know, the tomatoes really hate this. They're thinking, hey, you took me out of the jacuzzi. What gives? Turn your pan off. Now, let them roll around in the cold water for a few minutes, or seconds, or however long. And when they're done, skin comes off just like that. Just quick and easy, simple. This works on peaches too. If you like to can peaches or just want to get all the fuzz off, you blanch them and then take the skin off. The cold water bath is the secret though. Some more skin over here. May not be skin off my nose, but it's definitely skin off my tomato. Take off that little end there, the one's got the stub on it. And then chop these babies down and pop them in the blender. Now I'm going to finish peeling and popping, and we'll be back to you in a few minutes. We're back. All the tomatoes got peeled, chopped, and thrown into the blender. If you look here, we've already pulsed it and mixed everything up. Next, we're going to put in a pinch of salt, maybe 2 pinches, and cracked black pepper, about a teaspoon. Now the remaining 2 ingredients that go in this are olive oil and rice wine vinegar. You need about a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar and about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. Now this needs to put in while it's moving, so you wouldn't be able to hear me anyway. But just understand, it's blending, you drizzle in the stuff and let it go. Okay, we put in our olive oil and vinegar and finished blending it. Now we're going to transfer it to this bowl. Yeah, shake that out. And now this is going to go into the fridge for about an hour. You want the flavors to meld together. I mean, they've already been introduced and they did twist, but now they need to blend their systems. So we'll see you in just a few minutes. Hi, we're back. Well, it's been an hour. The Gazpacho got moved to a smaller dish because the big bowl wouldn't fit in the fridge. See, we're going to be catering a wedding on July 4th, and we're doing a lot of pre-prep. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Gazpacho, give it a quick stir. Yeah, it's such a fun dish. It has so many fighting flavors in it. And then to serve it, you put a drizzle of olive oil on it. Just like that. And we're going to garnish this with a fresh basil. And that's what it looks like right there. It's summertime, folks. Time to get grilling. Talk to you later.